I'd like to think I'm the best, the most exciting pound-for-pound fighter in the world, obviously after Floyd. But I just want to say a few thank yous first. I'd like to thank Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya, Richard Schaefer for putting this fight together, and also putting on the fantastic tour that they've put on this week. I think the job they've done has been absolutely first class, and it's a credit to their promotional team. I'd also like to thank Sky Sports. They've been there from the start. They've seen me, grow up from a child, from a young professional, to be the fighter that I am and getting the opportunity to prove them the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. I'd also like to thank HBO. They've got the pay-per-view director, Mark Taffy, said the other week that there's so many great fights coming up. There's Mosley, Cotto, Bernard Hopkins and all these guys. And at the end of the year, they say my fight's going to be the biggest with Floyd. So that's credit to me, and Floyd. So I feel very proud in that. I must say, thanks for the turnout and the turnout outside. It's been very disappointing when we only got 3,900 tickets. But I believe there's going to be near 20,000 people still going over for the weekend. There's been closed circuit TV put in the casinos in and around Las Vegas so people can watch it on the big screen, which is fantastic. And I believe about 10,000 has already gone so far. So can you imagine that, with 20,000 people already going to be over there for the weekend and only 3,900 getting into the venue, I can pretty much say hand on my heart, but I reckon them 10,000 will all probably be British, which is, I feel very, very proud, to have the support that I do. And it's typical Manchester weather, chucking it down outside, and people have still turned out in the droves, so, I'm going to do you very, very proud. Floyd's disrespected me all week. I found it funny that he's disrespected me and said the things that he's done to me all week. But I'm the one that seems to have been doing I've taught the talk, as they keep saying. But I like to say there's something I've got to work on, being disrespectful. But
Simon,
it's going to be a wonderful fight. I don't think you can add much more to the menu. Floyd's the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, and the most exciting fighter pound-for-pound in the world. Wonderful clash of styles.
Well, Simon, these are live pictures now as Mayweather and Hatton square up. And I have to say, it's all reasonably good humoured. But Mayweather was a class act there, wasn't he?
You have to say, Jim, when it came to actually speaking, he had goaded Hatton right throughout this, but when he came to talk about the fight, he was extremely gracious. He said, and paid tribute to his team, say he's got one of the best teams in the business. He thanked the British fans, which you can hear in the background. He said he's nothing but love for them. He said he want all the fans, the whole country, to come over and party with me when I beat Ricky Hatton. And now he's joining in by singing there's only one Ricky Hatton, but I don't think Ricky Hatton would have enjoyed too much him running around in a Manchester United shirt. That was probably one of the biggest insults of the day so far. But the demand for the fight, the promoters talked about 167 countries taking this one live. It's huge.
It's quite phenomenal. It really, as Adam Smith said earlier, it really is up there with all the other massive fights that Sky have promoted over the years and shown over the years. And here he is again. This fella just does not stop. He is relentless. And now, of course, in the face of Hatton, a Manchester City fan, Mayweather shows him the United shirt that he had specially brought along for the occasion. So Mayweather, Hatton played it with very much a straight bat.
He did. He got riled a couple of times.
He got riled a couple of times, Simon, and at times, sadly, that led to some bad language, for which we apologise again. But Mayweather himself dealt with it magnificently, and he was a cocky showman we know him to be. But he is a phenomenal talent, and he is determined to demonstrate that. When Hatton against Mayweather square up, it's live from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas on Sky Box Office on December the 8th. All the big fights, as always, on Sky Sports. And this one on Sky Box Office could be the best of the lot. Mayweather against Hatton.
Sports News.
It was Mayweather and Hatton who really strutted their stuff in Manchester.